Good morning, traders. Happy Friday and God bless. If you're new here, we'll be watching this volume spike column for anything that's moving. If they're moving up, they'll get a green percentage. The faster they're moving, the higher the number. If they're moving down, it'll be red. If we get a spike over here, we'll immediately check this column here, or this label, to see if there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. If there is, we'll plan our entry according to support and resistance levels. If you haven't done this before, just follow along with us each day. When we hold these live streams, you'll catch on real quick. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. I don't want you to get caught with a delay. It could cost you money. I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment purposes only. I teach indicators. I don't teach trading the indicators. If you follow along, we'll teach you how to trade. So I strongly advise you seek the help of a financial professional before you take any trades. That said, we're looking at Lunar this morning. I was able to play it yesterday after hours. I got in at $8.30. I did sell out after the announcement. So I'm currently not in the stock this morning, but we'll see if we'll get more out of it. I did have a few members on the trading floor with me yesterday trading it. It was quite a ride for me. I was in with fairly large share size. At one point, I was down $1,200, but held on and ran it up for a nice profit. It was the longest ride of my life. I'm never in a stock for more than a minute or two, and I was in that one for 3.5 hours. It was nerve-wracking for me. But we did it. We pulled it off. And good morning to everybody on YouTube and in the Discord. Haven't seen much moving this morning. We're going to watch Lunar into the open. We have about 2 minutes to go. I may take another position on it. We'll see how it responds. Yeah, I was a little bit too brave there, Darsa. Or Drasa. But I had faith in it. I knew it was going to go. I just hoped it didn't crash. Believe me, I had my finger on the sell button the whole time. Yeah, I also called out just before 5 o'clock. I let everyone know people would be going back to cash, clocking out of their job. The price is going to drop, and it definitely did. So that early warning probably helped keep a few of them still in there to hang on for the recovery of that sell-off. All right, about 30 seconds to go. Let's see where this stock's going to go. If you're new here and you want to try it, if it starts going up, I suggest you get in with very few shares. If you've never traded before, work your way up if it keeps going up. Just be careful. The run has already happened. This is a continuation play if it follows through. And good luck. Looks like it may run into resistance up there. There may be some profit takers too. There may be some that held on since yesterday. Let's let the sellers get out of the way. I'm watching the dominator bars down here. This is where you should be watching for the buyers to start coming in. Pulling back a little bit here. Watching the dominator bars. Don't let the slight bump up fake you into getting in. Don't let it fake you out. When the buyers come in, you'll know those green bars will start appearing. Yeah, you can watch the other stocks. I'm going to watch this one for a moment. SUGP is moving, they're saying. Go ahead and make your plays. If I can get in here lower before the run up, that's my plan. No, it's on 5 minute. I meant to have it on 1 minute. Let me change it. I was marking support and resistance levels. Thank you for that correction. Bull over bears. No trend change yet. Still kind of sluggish to the downside. Watching the dominator bars. Good job, John. All right, I'm going to leave this one on the watch list. I'll keep an eye on it. MNPR on an upswing. Doesn't have any volume to it. SUGP, maybe a pullback here at the top. Long tail on the bottom. They'll probably drive it up some more. Watching the dominator bars. Was just a slight profit taking before the next run up. Dominator bars are really kicking in. Good job, Fumagoo. Looks like they're selling it off. Probably a top here for a pullback. We'll see if it does. Watching these percentages for any other stock that may be moving. If they're moving, they'll crawl up the ladder to the top. These percentages will start increasing. Good job, Dusty. Good job, Roth. CMND, it's not on my scan, but it's on yours. Running up, we already have previous levels set. Strong pullback. Few profit takers right there. That was only about 7-cent candle. Don't let that one scare you. Yeah, that one can scare you though. Wow. That looks like a pumper. Hope you didn't lose money on that one. That's why we wait on pullbacks. Don't click the green candles. Got to be very careful, especially on Fridays. Don't think I would trust that one after that big red candle pullback for about 30 cents, 40 cents. Guess Lunar's going in for its second landing. The stock is dropping down below 780. We're hanging around 1180. Don't let me scare you like that. It was at 12 when the market opened. Now down a little lower. CMND running up. I'm going to stay clear of that one. I have no desire to lose yesterday's profit. Sorry, Hennessy. I was looking at another stock at the same time I said that and called out the wrong price. Watching the percentages, that's what we do. It all starts right here in this column or this column. You can sort by either one. In pre-market, I prefer the volume spike sorting so I can catch them and they all come up to the top for me. So I can catch them down low when they first start moving with lower numbers. SUGP. We may start playing around in a zone here between support and resistance. Could be an opportunity from 725 to 828 if it bounces up off of this support level. My indicators are saying downwards. Red bars on the dominator, thick chart headed down. Continuing to watch the numbers. Fridays are quite slow. If you've never been here on a Friday, they can be quite boring at times. Hopefully we get something moving good. A few members have made a few dollars this morning. Hopefully we can get another one or two out of this morning session. Nothing moving currently. Good morning, Frank. Yeah, very slow pre-market, Peter. I actually thought Lunar would give us a little bit of money, but it seems to be hovering around 1175. It's okay. I made mine yesterday in after hours. We don't get anything this morning. I'll wait for pre-market where we know we can make a few dollars. Lunar may be making its way up here. It's still below VWAP, though. It's not really, needs to get up there for me to start being interested in it. Indicators are looking good, though. Doesn't have a lot of volume. I want some volume to come in. This could be a market open play. AXTI. Doesn't have any volume. It looks green, but it's not moving. Very little. It's starting to pick up a little bit now. Volume is kind of low on this one, so be very careful and don't take much to drop it right back down when it's low volume. Could be a pullback play. The volume would pick up. Watch the dominator bars. They are red. It was a quick bounce up. Too fast for me to catch it. Not paying very much money either. About a nickel to a dime. Green dominator bar coming in. SUGP is at resistance. It's looking stronger, maybe a trend reversal here. Well, it's acting like a Friday, that's for sure. Enjoy your coffee, stretch, get out of the chair. Nothing moving currently. See you later. Who loves lunatic? Have a blessed weekend. Amen to that, Dawn. 372 viewers, only 120 likes. If you like paying it forward and want me to keep these streams going, how about hitting that like button for me? Doesn't cost anything, just a finger click. We keep the ratings up on YouTube. We get more investors involved. Thank you, Nature Therapy Films. Looks like the volume spike is taking a nap. Not much happening in the columns. But at least we know what's happening in the market by watching that one indicator. I don't take breaks on Friday. That's a lie. I do take breaks on Friday because it's so slow. I wished I could sit here because everything was rocketing. But that break will come soon. See you later, Peter. Have a blessed weekend, brother. All right, it's a good time to do my introduction. If I can get in order here. I didn't even open that file this morning. So if you're new here, I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I have coded everything you see on your screen except for these two moving averages. This is my volume spike indicator. It acts just like a paid scanner service. It lets you know if anything's moving in the market. So right there alone, I save you $800 a year with this one indicator. The indicator next to it is the momentum indicator, and you can sort by each one by clicking the name. If something's moving just a little in the market, it's going to get a low score. The more it moves, the darker the color gets, the higher the number gets, and the stock starts moving. You can see SUGP's at the top of the list because that's the one that's been currently moving. When we see a spike in this column, the volume spike column, which is what I like to sort by in pre-market, we immediately go to the current bar volume to see if there's enough volume in here to get in and get out of the stock safely. If there is, then we come over here and we confirm the price. We look down here at the dominator bars. As the stock price is moving, I'll be setting these resistance and support levels. The stock normally runs up. We don't chase green candles, we buy the pullbacks. So I'll set a resistance level, and when the stock price drops back, I'll set a support level, and we wait to see if we're going to get a bounce off of this stock back to the upside. We confirm that with these dominator bars. This is also volume, but it's only looking back 20 candles. But we only really play this very last candle on the right, and it's not a candle, it's a bar. Let me straighten that out. So we're watching buyers come in as the price is trying to rise. It'll also turn red like you see here if the sellers start coming in. This protects us when we're in a trade. It gives us kind of an early notice that it may be reversing and we need to take profits. Right now, it's pretty strong. No red, 3 green bars, maybe a 4th one coming up. So once we confirm the pullback and we decide that we may want to get in, we watch for a green bar. And if we get a green bar, then we're going to jump in and try to make a profit. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. Always get set up on your own computer before you make any trades. If you haven't joined my Discord, I will put the link down here in the chat. On our Discord is where you'll find all of these indicators. Join our Discord. If you don't know about Discord, head over to Start Here. It'll help you navigate Discord, tell you where everything is. If you don't know how to install scripts, labels, and indicators, head over to our how-to videos and watch video number 8. If you're interested in multiple monitor setups, head over to the multiple monitor video. I have that one as well. Once you're in Discord, visit our trading floor where we have Gregster and River Place Dad doing their due diligence on stocks, and they post the good ones when they find them. Over in Options Traders, we have Bobby. He's very good at options. He also holds a live stream like I do. It takes you a little bit deeper into options if you're interested. We also have Hennessy, who's currently in the chat. Hennessy will take you from basic to advanced. He gets a little bit deeper into it than I do. I'm mainly the trading guy. He is too, but he also explains support and resistance levels, pullbacks, candles. He does it all just like I do, and we really appreciate Hennessy. So if you haven't joined us, here's your invitation. And I appreciate everyone who joined us this morning. Thank you, Greg, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, brother. And God bless you. If you like the live stream, you can donate down below. There's a $ with a square around it. Click on it, then click Super Chat. You can name your price. If you like what you see, All donations go right back into the channel, helps me pay the bills, and I really appreciate it. You can also donate over on our Discord. I have several ways to donate over there. Click the donate channel and you'll find it. Now we need a stock. That's what we need. I'm seeing something here moving. What do we got? Maybe just a refresh went by. I think that's all it was. I got my hopes up there for a minute. Thank you, Humbled Path, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, brother, and God bless. Trading pennies, we haven't come to that yet. We want to make really sure it's fair for everyone. It's not an intention to run anybody off. We still want everybody to learn, so we're still debating what direction we want to head. Kind of waiting on my personal life to straighten up a little bit before we move further as well. My sister's still hanging on. I'm pretty sure the days are limited. So I've been putting all of my attention over that way. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate all the condolences from all the members. Jaylen, you can find the drawing tools right here where it says drawing. And then you go to drawing tools, and I'm using this one right here with the $ and the underscore. Then your mouse becomes a pencil, and you mark the highs and the lows of a stock just by double clicking. You can also get the drawing tools right down here. And you can get the drawing tools by hitting the middle mouse button. There's 3 ways to get to them really quickly. Thank you, Paul, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you. God bless. Romology, I don't know anything at this point. It's mainly just a discussion as of now. Thank you for all the prayers. Good job, Jim. Jim, that's a good way to start the weekend. Very slow this morning. Patience is key. You never know when that one stock's going to pop up and make you smile. Thank you, Jim. God bless you, sister. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Trudy. I remembered, Jim. I remembered, which is rare. Doomsday, you need to look at it as a buyer and seller auction. That's how I look at it. And what we do here is we follow the buyers in pre-market, and we do that by watching these percentages. Follow the money, you know that saying? That's what we do, is we follow the money. We do that by watching these percentages, and we follow the buyers when they start coming in. You're not going to win every trade. If everybody won every trade, we would all be rich already. It's a game of who can make the best guess. And we all know how reliable guesses are. But if you have the right indicators, you can improve your guessing. And the right knowledge, of course. It takes time. It's not an overnighter. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You got to really pay attention to what's going on, really do your homework. Paper trade for a while, see if you're successful. You become successful by very small share size to start out. You click the buy button and a red candle appears, you get out immediately. Cut the losses short very fast. Yeah, I've got it on my screen. ATXI moving. They all move when I talk, you know that. If I start talking, not paying attention, everything goes up. If I take a break, they go up. I come back and they all sit dormant. I'm used to it. I know how the market works. You show them, Matthew. You will never hear me say I'm a professional trader. Never. because I'm not. I'm a guy who trades in his home office. I know what I know from many years of learning, lots of dollars being lost, lots of dollars being made. My journey was up and down for a long time until I figured it out. Kobo, that alert's not available. It's something in testing. All right, Robert, I read that. I used to run to open the door for the elderly. Now they're running to open the door for me. That's how you know you're getting up in age. I guess you can call that a trend change. Yep, and young people call me sir. Kobo, you're very welcome. It was a fun ride. It was a devastating ride. It was a scary ride. And I ended up in all smiles, so that's a good thing. I can say, though, I have enjoyed every minute of my life. I've had a lot of fun getting here. I've met thousands of people along the way. People have blessed me. They helped me. I'm returning the favor, paying it forward like everyone should. Once you get all of this underneath your knowledge and your belt, they say, I hope that you share it with others. Teach your kids young. Can you imagine if you started teaching your child this system or any strategy that works, how good they will be when they get up in their teens and 20s? SUGP did its thing back here. Now it's just kind of floating around in different support and resistance zones. We don't expect it to go up, but I'm not a professional, so I don't know. I'm watching indicators as well. ATXI moving up. Seems to be a strong one this morning. It's pulling back for profit takers, but it's not selling off. The mic is on, Jim. Nothing to talk about currently. No stocks are moving. It's Friday morning. Waiting for anything to pop up. Even the movement of the SPY has blank spots in it this morning. That's how slow the market is. There's some no trade candles on the SPY. LUNR. Let's see what we got here. Matthew, money always attracted me. Being my own boss always attracted me. I never liked working for anybody. I didn't want somebody to have dominance over me. So I've always been self-employed. And when you start out being self-employed, money's slow, so you look for alternative sources while you learn, while you get your company going. And I leaned towards the stock market for that, even though I knew nothing about it. I've always been the guy that would figure it out. I had faith in myself. That's where it all starts. Believe in yourself first, and you shall conquer. So if you run around here saying, I suck at trading, guess what? You're going to suck at trading. If you believe you are a professional trader, then you're still heading in the wrong direction. If you tell yourself, I got this, I can learn this, and I'm going to learn this, you will be successful. My theory is if you believe you are already that person that you want to become, you eventually become that person. I've had several people tell me to write a book. I've been it's on the back of my mind. Good job, Gregory. Domingo, sounds like you did your homework. Congratulations. You're on the right track. ATXI has been moving up for about 15, 20, 30 minutes. Just profit takers as it works its way up to the top. Thank you for the kind compliment, Nichelle. I guess that's how you say it, Nichelle. 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 I'll try to remember that, but don't count on it. ENVB down here in Magic Scan. You'll get there, Domingo. Don't ever give up. Just don't change strategies. Play the same thing over and over and over until you perfect it. And once it starts working, you'll realize you don't need another strategy. All right, let's see what we got here. It's trying to do a pullback, but I think the buyers are coming in as fast as they're selling. It could just run up from here again. Watch the tail on the bottom. I'd like to see it pull back about where you see my mouse and my line, but we may not get it. Watching dominator bars are green. It's probably going to go up, providing they don't turn red down here. Yep, it's going up. It's also resisting up there at that level. Back to the red dominator bar. Doesn't mean it's over. They could push it through. The buyers could come back in. Got to be patient. It is holding this price level. Maybe another push up. Let's see if it happens. I see a lot of tall wicks on the top. That's the part I don't like. A lot of sellers up there. Lunar making a move. Let's go take it Lunar. You can continue to watch ENVB if you're in it. I'm going to change the stock. Let's see if we get a pullback on this cheaper stock. It struggled above that resistance level, though. We may only get a bounce between support and resistance. Green bar coming in on dominator. Probably a very small pullback play. Remember, we have a bunch of sellers up here. When a stock takes this long to make a move, I normally give up on them. Just like I'm going to give up on it right now. Well, Magoo, I don't really listen to a lot of music, or really, I don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, I do, but it's not like it's on every time. It's not on all the time. I was raised up with country music, but I've listened to all music. Sometimes I just want some jazz playing in the background. Sometimes some blues. Never been the headbanger kind of music guy. I actually watch more YouTube than I do TV. I like exploring, camping, fishing. I'm an outdoors kind of guy when I get the chance. My niece is actually one of the coaches over at Skydive America. Of course, I haven't been able to throw myself out of a plane yet, but my wife has. I am serious. I can get you a deal if you want to throw yourself out of an airplane. My health has held me back from doing it. That's the only reason I haven't done it. Hennessy, did you do it over at Skydive America? I had some popular musicians in the family, but they have since passed away. If anyone knows the name Doug Kershaw, he was a Cajun fiddle player. And Pee Wee Kershaw was a Cajun fiddle player. Those are distant cousins of mine. They were very popular back in the day. If you can get down to that Cajun beat, and that fiddle playing, and that accordion. PLUG. Thank you, Daryl, for waking me up. I was locked in on Boring Friday. I'm not aware of a Sammy Kershaw, but I've actually had Doug and Pee Wee play on the front porch for me. They are the 5 and 13 moving averages, James. Five and 13 is what I found to be perfect for day trading and scalping. Wait for the crossover, pull the trigger. That's how I used to play it. Now we have confirmation of that crossover. Still going on plug. It's only pennies at a time. There's no great profit here, but it is going up. Let's see what this one's doing. UAVS on the run. Maybe the market's waking up here. Looking very strong. Nice long green bar and dominator. Let's see if it keeps up. Looks like one of Elon Musk's rockets taking off. Five minutes is fine, James. You can use them there. Still going strong. Green bars are still coming in. I was waiting on a pullback. Doesn't look like we're going to get one. My indicators are pointing north. UABS, pretty strong here. I see a couple of profit takers coming in. Let's see if the buyers can keep buying it all up and drive it up even further. Sellers coming in. Must be at a top. We may get a pullback. I'd like to see it come down about here, but it may not. Watch for a long wick on the bottom of this candle. If the buyers step in, it'll get a long wick on the bottom to drive it up past resistance. Right down there is where I'd like it to close. Let's see if it does. Could be a good pullback play. After I click this support level, make sure you focus on dominator bars for the buyers to come in. Pretty volatile right there in that area. Let's see what happens. I'm going to set the level here, but if it continues to go, it's just going to sell off. It should bounce back up to here. Watching dominator bars. Pulling back up to that 207. Let's see if we can get some green bars to come in for the bounce up. Looks like they all realize it's Friday. I'm taking my profit and I'm leaving. No chance for the bounce. Well, we gave it a try. If you caught it on the run up and you chased green candles and you made money, then good for you. Everybody needs a little money. Good job, Edward. The SPY is kind of trickling up. I wish the stocks were. Might get a bounce there between $1.81 and 207. Green bars coming in. They're short ones though, and the volume is dying. We need taller bars. Here we go. Let's see if we can drive it back up there. Definitely showing weakness. I don't know if I would chance it or not. Taller green bar and dominator. They're trying to push it. James, I would experiment with that. I haven't actually used it on 5 minutes, so I'm not going to mislead you. But you can change the numbers, play around with it, make it work for you. I see C pop down here on Magic Scan. I guess somebody came in and bought a little. This was a good moneymaker all week, really. Had some good swings to it. MNPR on the move up. Watching the Dominator bars. It already had a pullback right here. We already missed it, so that's where that one is. Nice green Dominator bars letting you know the buyers are here. Got to watch for red coming in. That's when you want to consider locking in some profit, selling a few, holding on to a few, or just getting out of it. That's your call. Nice long green bar. Should get a pop up here. Should go a little more. There's that little pop. You should be locking in profits every time you get a pop. Take a little. Don't try to nail the top. It ain't worth it. You lose your profit doing that. Watching the Dominator bars. That's how I do it. I highly suggest everyone do it that way. This is telling the story right here. Nice tall green bar in Dominator. Profit takers. Red bar in Dominator. The buyers bought it right up. Another red bar. That ought to tell you something right there. And right up here, I warned you to not try to nail the top. That's why. Let's see if this is a second pullback. If this candle closes, and it did close, I'll mark it. Let's see if it bounces back up. Watching for a green dominator bar to come in for the bounce. Spike arrow popping in. Need the buyers to step in strong here. I'm watching the volume here. It's kind of sluggish. We may get back up there. See you later, Silverado. Have a blessed weekend. Very sluggish. I think the money was made here. We may get back up here, we may not. Only 6 cents between these lines, not a whole lot of money there. We did make it back up to resistance. Let's see if we can get a green dominator bar to push through. See a red candle and a red bar. That's a sign of weakness. BDRX. Let me find it. It's not on my charts. I've been looking for it. Yeah, there it is down here. Magic scan. Man, that magic scan's on them. All right. Let's see if we get the pullback. I'm not going to be playing these cheaper stocks this morning. I'm going to wait for some money. I'd like to get a 50-cent run, a dollar run. Don't think I'm going to get it out of these cheaper stocks. That's a great pullback right there. That might be sell-off. Looks like the pumpers were running this one up. Let's see if that's the zone. I'm going to mark support there. See if the buyers come back in to drive it back up from 194 to 214. I don't like the sell-off. That was a big candle, though. Seeing a red dominator bar coming in. Yeah, I think this one's history. I want a money play. I think I'm going to start basing it on if the SPY's going up, the stocks are going to go down. It's been that way for a while, really. The SPY's climbing. Stocks aren't holding up. Casey, I think I still have it on my mouse. Let me post it. There you go, Casey. Tennessee. Are you playing a short on it? Me too, bull over bears. I haven't made any effort whatsoever. I used to have a rule. I still have it. I need to start living by it to not trade on Fridays. That day of the week has stripped more money from me than any other day of the week. Schwabi, we're using ThinkorSwim, which is with Charles Schwab. That's who we're trading through. Some of the other members have several platforms they trade through as well, but I've been using this platform since the 90s. I haven't seen any reason to change. They all have their flaws. Fridays are good if you short. I mean, there is plays there. Especially get to the power hour on Friday where everybody's going back to cash. Snyder, it's between 2 and 3, the last hour of market. The last hour of market around 2 o'clock. If they're going to drive some up, that's when they start. Then when you get about 2:30, you can pretty much bet that they're going to start taking profits. Getting an empty watch list over here. Good job, Mr. Rodriguez. Don, I have no complaints over ThinkorSwim other than we had some issues through the merger, and I still haven't switched over yet. I still haven't received an email even. They told me spring is when I would be changing over, so I'm going to expect it here in the next month or two. But I haven't had any issues other than the merger thing. My watch list columns are custom coded. Everything up here is custom. All these labels, volume spikes, momentum indicators. The only thing that's not custom are the lines, these moving average lines. These arrows are custom. These labels are custom. All the labels, dominator, everything is custom. I'm a coder. I don't try not to use any typical software. Rich, I kind of put it out of its misery. I don't even think about it anymore. It happened. It's done. I made a little profit. Hopefully it don't happen again. I don't know how it happened. I did teach myself how to code. And I did teach myself to take it to a level of extreme. I can now code what's in my mind on an indicator. That's what I've done here. I put my style of trading on an indicator. Actually put it on multiple indicators. What was I looking for? What was the results I was expecting? It's all in the indicators. So if you're just popping in, or if you forgot to click the like button and you want to pay it forward, help me out a little bit for these live streams. You only have to move a finger to help me out. So if you don't mind, hit that button for me. Let's keep the ratings up on YouTube. Problem is, I didn't have any pending orders. I was actually over on the live stream screen, nowhere near my buy button, and a trade went through. I've heard some members say that if you do on demand a lot, something could be hanging over and not switch out. I kind of don't believe that theory, but I guess it's possible. The problem is I don't remember playing around with the symbol that was purchased in the on demand. That's what leads me to believe that really didn't happen. I was over here doing this, going through the list, and the order went off. I don't care if they do that as long as I make money. My fear was, what if I didn't make any money? Blank scans. SPY is pulling back a little. It's getting ready for market open for the volatility at the start so that it can take a nap at 9:30 until 3. TBIO under $1. Got to watch the dominator bars. Looks like the trend is down, maybe just a bounce off the bottom. Probably not a good play. Red up here now in the watch list. SPY inching its way down. Thank you, Snyder, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, and God bless. Thank you, Chasing Joy, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you. God bless. And thank you for the kind compliment. Seeing red in the watch list. That tells me we're getting ready for market open soon. If you're new here, I'll be taking a break about 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit before, for about 10 minutes or so. These old bones need to move. I've been sitting here since 5 a.m. Lunar nose diving. That's not a bad thing, though. They may buy it up at market open. We can get in at a lower price. Got to keep in mind this is Friday. They're not going to hold stocks into open. Not a lot of volume in this stock. I don't think I would get into it because it's not a good volume flow. We need lots of movement right here. And it's pausing. That tells me there's just a few buyers on board. I'm going to take my break here. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, I am back. What did y'all do? Turn the switch off? There's no stocks up here. This is how you spell Friday right here. Ah, we got one woke up a little bit. Not moving though. Lunar's down at the $10.80, $10.63, somewhere around there. It's kind of like everybody is on break, even the market. Can somebody let John know it's his mic and not me? Or it's his speakers or whatever? Maybe he forgot to turn the volume up. So Lunar came down to the launch pad. Let's see if we can get liftoff. Robert, what do you mean no pictures? No live stream? These arrows indicate volume increases. That's what they mean. Means these candles have more volume than normal. And they go both directions. Are you talking about Discord? Are you talking about YouTube? See you later, Mr. Rodriguez. God bless you. Have a good one. I have not once played fun. I'll type it in, see where it goes. That's why I haven't played it. It's way below my minimum. And these cheaper stocks, keep in mind, they're going to have really high volume because you got to buy a ton of shares to get anything out of them. So how high should volume be on a stock this cheap? 50 million, 100 million? If everybody's buying 10,000 shares. See you later, Mike. Thanks for joining us this morning. God bless you. I agree with you, James. At least $5. I'll play some $2 and $3 ones if I expect a good run up and see lots of volume coming in. But as just typically trading, they're not my favorites. $5 to $50, that's my range. Yeah, $10 is a good range. You can pick up 80 cents or so before a halt, 80, 90 cents. And they're not so bouncy. I think we're already taking bets, Mojave, when we get in or a trade. We're guessing right there, we're gambling. We're betting. The SPY is climbing as well, but that don't mean the small cap and mid caps will climb. So looks like a double bottom candles right here. You really have to watch for them. They are usually reversals. Since our scans are blank, I'll go ahead and change over. This one looks back 30 minutes. I already explained that at the beginning of the session. We're going to move to one that looks back 50 minutes. So this one's looking back the total of 50 minutes. I'm going to sort it by the momentum indicator here. This one I'm going to put in the high flyer scan. This high flyer scan is finding stocks where the moving averages are stacked. So the 5 is above the 13, the 13 above the 21, the 21's above the 34, and the price is usually above the 5 moving up. This scan mainly kicks in after market open. I'm going to leave the magic scan here, and we'll see how the morning goes. I'm all for waiting for the volatility to die on a Friday at market open and waiting to see if there's any leftovers that are strong. Otherwise, it's just a guessing game. You're either chasing green or chasing red. Just let it calm down, see what's left over. There's a good strong stock, it's going to be there. If they're not, so be it. Lunar crawling up slowly. See you later, Mark. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend. See you later, James L. God bless you, brother. You have a good one. Suave, if you join the Discord, you can have all the codes you want. But you have to install them in ThinkScript to be able to view the codes in ThinkorSwim. See you later, Paul G. Have a blessed weekend. Suave, these codes only work for ThinkorSwim. They're not for all platforms. I think so, Fumagoo. I think that's going to be our watcher, mainly because we don't have any other selections. Lunar, lunar, lunar. Do we blast off or does the rocket crash? That's the question at open. Could be. About 4 minutes to go still. Plenty of time to think about it. The scans are still blank. Not a huge selection this morning. Good morning, Forex Zillion. It's kind of looking like everybody that missed Lunar yesterday are ready to buy it at open. But I'm wondering if the short sellers are sitting there as well. It's looking good other than this tall wick on the top. So there must be a lot of sellers right there above VWAP. Yeah, they're all sitting down there around 1186, 20,000 shares. Here we go. Good luck to you. Well, I caught the top of that wick, but I didn't catch a lot of money. Bouncing off of VWAP. Let's see if we can stay above it. I'm watching the dominator bars. That's where my eyes are focused. Those dominator bars will save your account. SPY up, lunar down. Lunar can't stay above VWAP. That's having trouble right there. And there's the pullback, the big sell-off. I kind of knew it was setting up for that. Really pulling back. Might be a good bounce play at 1063 if it gets down there. Would like to see a double bottom candle in this area. We're not seeing that yet. I should say a double bottom on two candles. Holding the 1090 price range on Lunar. Still watching the dominator bars. I'm almost thinking we're going to get a good bounce up here for some reason. I don't like that VWAP is also downwards. You guys trade what you see. I'm going to watch and see if I can get a bounce off a lunar. Looks like the sellers are getting weak. Maybe a bounce here. Let's see where it goes. Looks like lunar's landing again. Good job, Lance. Good job, my eagle flies. Thank you, Lance, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you, and God bless. Looks like Lunar has landed. Now let's see if we can get liftoff. Good job, my eagle flies. Well, looks like Lunar did crash after all. I bet these stocks down here in high flyers didn't crash. That one doesn't look so good, but it didn't crash. Because we want to buy the bottom. We just didn't know the bottom was below the earth. Watch list or even dumping all the stocks out of it. See you later, Lance. God bless you, brother. Have a good one. Good job, John F. God bless you, brother. See you later, Fletch. Have a good one. Starting to look like the traders are calling it a weekend as well. Got to be careful of these bounces up off the bottom. They may not get very high on a Friday. Look like we halted to the downside. Good job, Domingo. Have a blessed weekend. Hennessy, you're good to go below zero if you catch that hint. See you later, Mark P. God bless you, brother. Thanks for joining us this morning and have a blessed weekend. You never know, my eagle flies. You never know. And see, sometimes things change. Sometimes we have to make an about face, right? I know a lot of people hated pre-market till they met me. They thought I was nuts. You can't make any money in pre-market. That's where the money is. And see, this pre-market's been here for me for years. Market shift, no market shift, it's going to be just like any other shift. It's still going to be there when it's there. When it's not, like this morning, it's not. Lunar trying to turn around, has a ways to go yet. May bounce back up to VWAP if we're lucky. We do have an early indication it may go up, Hennessy. It's that white line you got to worry about. Me too, Jamie. Let's get it done, not fight the battle after the bell rings. It can easily be done. Market's going to sleep. It'll probably be snoring by 9:30. We could retest 946 on lunar. There is that possibility. Isn't it funny how I called that out? Lunar retested 946. We do have a double bottom candle that just formed. The last two candles, the bottom is equal. Let's see if it's a reversal play. Yeah, there's no volume there. Just enough to move it. That's about it. It's kind of favoring the reversal play off of those two candles. I can tell you right now, I should not make a trade. I'm sitting here trying to find a stock that's crashed, trying to find a position in it. That's never a good sign. I am. I'm sitting on my hands. I want to see tall green dominator bars. Pedro, I have to teach myself that every day. Don't chase. Okay, we may be seeing greener grass on the other side of the fence. Good job, Mohammed. Looking good on a lunar. Maybe we're going to get a break here. I see dominator bars are growing green and taller. We need to get it to where we have to mow the grass on those bars. Might be breaking new ground here. I'm seeing greener grass coming in. Let's see what happens. Come on, dominator bars. Give me another tall one. Lunar is finding some buyers. Somebody been hanging on too long. They just sold a bunch. Right there would be a level. It's now a support level because it broke through it. So about 990. So you're right, Pedro. Probably going to retest 991 and hopefully go back up if it can find support there. Not seeing a lot of pending sell orders on level 2 for lunar. There we go. Need some more pops like that. Got to watch the spread on lunar. They're already messing with it. Still pointing north. Watching the dominator bars. Would like to see some more green ones come in. Probably going to make it to that 1063. And that's probably 1060. I probably just missed the line a little. Few profit takers in this area. See you later, Neo. Have a blessed weekend. Good job, Leonard. This is where we need the reversal, is right here. That's the way to read them, bull over bears. Could have made 50 cents on that retest of 991. Good job, Grace Fire. Lunar retesting 991 again. Looks like we're going to hit a downward trend. Hennessy's getting his wish, it looks like. All right, my time is running out. I appreciate everyone who joined us this morning. If you haven't joined my YouTube channel, there is the link. Watch my videos. These live streams are pre-recorded, so you can go watch any day you want. Go watch at least from 6 o'clock to 6:30, and from 7 to 7:30, that's when most of the plays happen. If you haven't joined my Discord, there's a link to Discord. Get on board with us. We'd love to have you join us. Come and meet 4,000 other investors. Join our chat rooms, or our channels, I should say. We all have fun every day till the market dies. But anyway, until Monday, I shall return. God bless. See you later.